A Portage police officer accused of child abuse posted cash bond today, which had been set at $10,000. 32-year-old Cameron Coronado is accused of child abuse and misdemeanor disorderly conduct. Now that Coronado has posted bond, he is not allowed to have contact with his wife or kids. On August 22nd, Portage Police told us Coronado is no longer with the department. He will be back in court for a pretrial conference on October 24th.